It's the most popular league in the world, drawing talent from all across the globe for fast, physical and unpredictable contests week in, week out. The Premier League. While the game's top talents may at times be lured by the money and prestige of the big clubs abroad, rare is the big name that hasn't tested himself in England's top flight, even if some wait longer than others. Major international stars like German World Cup winner Jürgen Klinsmann, the enigmatic Frenchman Eric Cantona, Dutch genius Dennis Bergkamp, and the controversial Uruguayan Luis Suarez have all dazzled audiences. It's also been a showcase for some of the top homegrown heroes, like English trio Matt Le Tissier of Southampton, Manchester United's David Beckham, Michael Owen, a Ballon d'Or winner with Liverpool, and Tottenham Hotspur's Welsh wizard Gareth Bale. And none of those otherworldly talents have made our Premier League dream team. Picked in the traditional English 4-4-2, narrowing down the best since the Premier League's inception in 1992 is never going to be easy. But the choice of the manager is Sir Alex Ferguson. The Manchester United boss won the first edition of the Premier League and 20 years later rode off into retirement having won a 13th title. An 11-time Premier League manager of the season, among his greatest teams was the unit that also won the FA Cup and Champions League in 1999. But the first one, which broke the club's 26-year title drought and laid the groundwork for the dominance that followed, was the highlight.
The first one was the best one because it took away all the pressure of the club for many years.
And Ferguson guided many of the stars for the Premier League dream team. The first of the United greats in this team is in goal, Peter Schmeichel. A supreme shot stopper and leader of the defence, the Dane arrived at Old Trafford for the final year of the old First Division and left after the treble-winning season. He later spent a season each with Aston Villa, where he became the first keeper to score in the Premier League, and then at United's rivals, Manchester City. Schmeichel will pull on the gloves again for this Premier League Best 11. But who'll join him in the lineup? Find out after the break on Dream Teams. Manchester United was always going to be well represented in the Premier League's dream team, given the club's dominance of the English top flight since 1992. So the battle for right back sees two leading contenders from United, Gary Neville, who spent his entire career in the position, and Dennis Irwin, who also excelled on the left. The reliable Irwin was named in the Premier League's 10 seasons team in 2002. But by the time the 20 seasons mark rolled around, he'd been replaced, unlike Neville, who was chosen in both. Neville won 8 Premier League titles among a raft of club honours and was named in the PFA's Team of the Year 6 times. He'll get the nod at right back as we turn our attention to the centre-backs. And we have to start with Tony Adams, who twice captained Arsenal to the double. A natural leader, Adams was named in the PFA's Team of the Century in 2007. Including the 2 titles from the old First Division, Adams led the Gunners to 4 overall, bridging the George Graham and Arsene Wenger eras. He also had a mutual respect for our Premier League Dream Team's manager, Sir Alex Ferguson. According to Adams, Fergie said I was a Manchester United player in the wrong shirt. I said he was an Arsenal manager in the wrong blazer. Adams gets the first centre-back place, and we'll look at the two best defences for the other. Chelsea conceded just 15 goals and kept 25 clean sheets during the 2004-05 campaign, both records, on the way to its first title in 50 years. First choice down back for the Blues that season were Ricardo Carvalho, who'd moved from Champions League winners Porto, and John Terry, a fixture at the heart of several title-winning teams. United, of course, also had several leading centre-backs, none better than long-time pairing Rio Ferdinand, who was already a star when he arrived from Leeds United, and Nemanja Vidic, who joined him at Old Trafford in 2006. Ferdinand won the most Premier League titles, and Carvalho the most trophies overall. Only Terry won PFA Player of the Year, but Vidic is one of just 3 men to win the Premier League's Player of the Season twice. So he'll edge the other centre-back slot, leaving one place in the defence. And that spot has to go to Ashley Cole, just ahead of Patrice Evra. Cole may have joined Chelsea after they were setting records in 2004-05, but was a member of Arsenal's Invincibles that went through the previous season undefeated. Cole is a 3-time Premier League champion, a 7-time FA Cup winner, and was named in the PFA Team of the Year 4 times. He'll complete the back 4 for our Premier League Dream Team. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the 2 leading players of his generation, along with Lionel Messi. But before their rivalry at Real Madrid and Barcelona captivated international audiences, Ronaldo was dominating the Premier League. Initially feeling the pressure of filling David Beckham's position and his number 7 shirt, Ronaldo surpassed his predecessor. He led United to 3 straight league titles with his stunning 2007-08 season of 31 league goals and 42 overall, helping earn him the Ballon d'Or.
He was a fantastic player. He was the best. We had fantastic players in Scholes and Giggs, of course, and Cantona, and it was some fantastic footballers, but Ronaldo was just something else.
It has to be Ronaldo on the right of our 4-man midfield. To the central pair, which in true English style will consist of a playmaker and an enforcer. And for the latter role, we're going with Arsenal hard man Patrick Vieira over his longtime rival, United's Roy Keane, in part because Keane fell out with manager Ferguson upon his 2005 departure. Vieira, however, earns the place on merit, winning 3 Premier Leagues, including the Invincibles campaign, and being named in the PFA Team of the Year 6 times. It took 9 years after his departure for Arsenal to win another trophy, and they're still waiting for another league title. So Vieira's in, with 3 clear standouts to take the playmaking role. England managers never could choose between Manchester United's Paul Scholes, Chelsea's Frank Lampard, and Liverpool's Steven Gerrard. But that's what we're here to do. With PFA, FWA, and Premier League Player of the Season awards, Gerrard and Lampard have more individual honours than Scholes. But Scholes has more league titles, 11, and did it for longer, spanning 2 eras. First, he was a member of Fergie's fledglings that established United's dominance in the 90s, and then reinvented himself as a deep-lying playmaker for the Ronaldo and Rooney years. eventually bowing out alongside Ferguson in 2013. His manager's presence is the tiebreaker, so Scholes earns the nod in what will be the most disputed place in this team. There shouldn't be much debate on the left. Ryan Giggs was picked as the best player of the Premier League's first 20 seasons, and nobody since has reached those heights. 13 Premier League titles are just the start. He was in the PFA's Team of the Year 6 times, and although his PFA Player of the Year was a thinly veiled Lifetime Achievement Award, his achievements are considerable. Giggs rounds out our midfield. The first member of our strike duo has to be the Premier League's record goalscorer, Alan Shearer, who netted 260 times for Blackburn Rovers and Newcastle United. He was a world record transfer when he moved to Tyneside for £15 million, and despite being a consistently excellent contributor, was never able to repeat the Premier League title glory that he had experienced with Rovers. But his goal-scoring record speaks for itself, and Shearer's entry leaves just one position in this dream team. Earlier, we mentioned that Jurgen Klinsmann, Eric Cantona, Dennis Bergkamp, Luis Suarez, and Michael Owen all missed out. So too have Didier Drogba, the lethal Chelsea marksman, Wayne Rooney, Manchester United's record goalscorer, and Sergio Aguero, who fired Manchester City to 2 titles. That's because we can't look past Thierry Henry, whose record of 175 goals in 258 games gives him the Premier League's best goals to games ratio. Henry won the league twice, including the Invincibles campaign, when he swept the Player of the Year awards and won the first of his 2 European Golden Boot awards. Henry, a striker without compare, is the 4th Arsenal entry, including Cole, along with 6 from United. Chelsea boasts 4 bench nominees: Petr Cech, John Terry, Frank Lampard, and Didier Drogba. Joining them are Manchester City's midfield destroyer Yaya Touré, Liverpool hero Steven Gerrard, and another United star in Rooney.